Welcome, friends. I'm Gina Nicole, and this is the Goddess Channel, where we awaken our spiritual awareness, connect from our hearts, and amplify goodness in the world through channeled messages we co-create together with Spirit. Today's transmission came through for us with simplicity, but a lot of power too. And what we're bringing in today is not complex. There's no big long list of possibilities here. We don't have 1,000 paths to analyze. It's just this. At any given moment in any human experience, we're faced with only 2 points of attraction to choose from. We are either moving from the desire to control life or from the invitation to let life flourish. That's it. That's the message coming in. Control or flourishing. You can look at it as constriction or expansion, which we talk about all the time. You can look at it as force or flow. And beneath these points of attraction, we have 2 deeply archetypal frequencies that Spirit is bringing to our attention today. It's the wounded masculine, which has governed much of our world for millennia. And in fact, the number that came into my head as I downloaded this is 30,000 years. We've been working through these patterns for about 30,000 years. And I was curious, so I looked up when, they thought the time of Atlantis was. And according to Socrates' account, probably about 12,000 years ago. But given that number 30,000, I would assume that these patterns had taken root and that came to an apex in the Atlantis time energetically. So that's just a little aside. It doesn't really matter, but I like to know the foundations of things. So we have this archetype that we've been working through for many thousands of years regardless, which is a wounded masculine pattern. And then we have the sacred feminine. And I don't want to pose this in a way where it's like these are against each other or, the feminine is better than the masculine or whatever. But what we're talking about here is what has come in to counterbalance a wounded masculine is a sacred awakened feminine. So a healthy masculine and a healthy feminine is what we're moving towards. But the energies that we're really focusing on right here are the wounded masculine and the sacred feminine. So I hope that helps. But anyways, the wounded masculine tends to express through hierarchy, domination, suppression, enslavement, systems of control. This is what we've been talking about a lot on this channel in 2025. And then we have the sacred feminine, which is a receptive force. And notice receptive is different than passive. Receptive is what relates to flow. It expresses through freedom, creativity, collaboration, intuition, and the flourishing of all life. So, if you've been feeling that subtle pressure again to prove something, to control something, to perfect your path before you move forward, hear me when I say you're not doing anything wrong, but you are bumping up against a very old collective pattern. And it's arising for a reason because you are being given the opportunity to choose differently. This is a pattern that says, to be safe, I must control. To be worthy, I must obey. To be powerful, I must dominate and earn. And that really hits me viscerally when I say those words because we have seen that create an incredible amount of pain in our society. People have fallen into these patterns, and it does self-harm and it does harm to others. So the call today is to remind your soul, how about I say it this way? To remind you to tune into yourself at a soul level, to remember that there is another way. There is a deeper truth for you right now. That true safety is not found in control, it's found in presence. That true power is sourced in peace. That true leadership doesn't control, it liberates. So now what happens when we notice these patterns? When you may feel that pull to grip, to constrict, or to hold too tightly. All we need to do is pause, breathe, and soften. And remember that life doesn't need to be dominated to work in your favor. It just needs to be trusted and allowed to unfold. And so do you. Your light flourishes when it is given space to blossom. So just ask yourself, get curious. Which direction will you choose in this moment? Control or flourishing? And to support you in this, remember, even if there's a part of you that feels like you need to grasp onto control, that's only a small part of you. There's a much more vast aspect to you, part of your beingness that knows how to do it another way, that knows how to allow, knows how to get curious, knows how to be receptive, and knows how to ride the wave of life's unfolding. So allow your heart to lead the way, because it's absolutely ready to do that, and it's already been working on your behalf. Thank you for co-creating this message today. Just let these energies move inside of your system. Breathe, relax, and lean into your knowing. You've got this. I love you.